Out on the road, you're talking with three generations of people. People your age, people your parents' age, people your grandparents' age. What's been the difference in reaction and give and take among those three?
I've done a bunch of high school and college visits, and more younger volunteers are signing up to be part of the campaign. Mm-hmm. And younger people, not just in the district, but across the country, who want to lend their time and talent to help the campaign in some way too, because they believe in the promise that this could be how politics can be done in the future. But beyond the younger generations, I think we're getting good response from middle-aged or older Americans too, in large part because they are concerned about the legacy they're leaving behind. You know, in our country, we have always found pride in the idea that we're going to leave more opportunity in a better country to those who follow. But for the first time now, a majority of Americans think that might not be the case. And that's a large part as a result of today's dysfunctional politics. And so there's, I think, great support coming from older generations who know that we're setting up the next generation perhaps not to be as well off as they were, and are supporting my campaign as a way to change that.
I'm curious, as you're going out and meeting people, especially middle-aged people, you must be running into three different types. You're running into Republicans, you're running into Democrats, and you're running into the folks that say, I'm not involved. So who are you winning over? I mean, you've got to convert some of these people. Are Republicans responding to you? Are Democrats responding to you? Are the loners out here, are they responding to you? Mm-hmm.
Well, I think...
You're going to say yes to all above.
Well, we are, I think, getting support. I mean, many people from all parties have signed our petition and are supporting the campaign. But when you strip away party affiliation, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Most people will then affiliate themselves by their ideology. Okay. And I think from an ideological perspective, the kind of people that are supporting the campaign are moderate in their nature. They are skeptical of a large government, for example, and unsustainable spending. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, they may just be just as skeptical about a totally hands-off market that has no regulation. So I think it's people who are willing to see that we don't have black and white issues or policy options, that each of the tough challenges we confront has a sort of shade to gray in it and may take a more nuanced approach, and that both sides have some good ideas to offer that should be on the table and duly considered. So those are the type of people that exist in both parties and in no party that I think are seeing promise in this campaign. They may not agree with me on every issue, but they do know that a Nick Troiano representative in Congress is going to be a part of a more functional government, and that's the reason perhaps that they're supporting me. Because we're never going to, if you approach every election and looking for the person who aligns with you perfectly on every issue, you'll never find him or her. Mm-hmm. It's really someone who has the kind of character and judgment that you can trust will do the right thing. And that has to be a person who is independent enough to exercise that character and judgment, which I don't think can happen within our current system. And that's why I'm running outside of it.